I got a better angle. I just came back from church now, and you guys need to get used to me with my car background because I am very lazy. Like setting up cameras, lightning, plus my son all over the place and everything is something I don't want to struggle with. That is why most of the time I prefer doing my videos inside the car. So please guys, bear with me. So I just came back from church now. Yeah, and decided to just jump on this topic real quick. So today I'm going to be talking about the mistakes I made as a first-time mom. If you're new to my channel, hey, I am Sally Manuel. Here we talk about everything. We talk about family, we talk about fashion, lifestyle, weight loss, everything, making money, etc, etc. So if that's the kind of content that you're craving for, please hit the subscribe button and share to your friends, drop comments so we can grow. All right, so yeah, like I said, we're going to be talking about mistakes I made as a mom. Hey, I made lots of mistakes as a mom, a lot of mistake. First of all, are you guys seeing this beauty up here? Because like it can't help me concentrate, because I literally didn't know that this hair was going to look this good on me. I really love it. I don't know what you guys think. Do you love my hair? Do you love my hair? Don't worry, maybe during depending on how lengthy this video is, if it's not, I'm just going to add how I achieved this hairdo and you'll enjoy the vlog. So mistakes I made as a first-time mom. Anxiety and perfection. Anxiety and perfection was a thing for me, guys. Hey God, you don't want to know. I was always worried that everything about my baby should be perfect. Like he shouldn't fall sick, he shouldn't you know, like I just wanted everything around him to be perfect. I don't know if it was a normal thing for first-time mothers and all that you get, but with me, I felt like my baby shouldn't fall sick, he shouldn't have any skin problems and all whatnot, because I was obsessed with him. It's not wrong to be obsessed with your baby now, is it? Don't mind me. So I learned the hard way, because you know, most of the time that thing that you're scared of, if you're not careful, it's going to happen. So sometimes you just have to have an open mind, do you understand, and stop overthinking everything, stop worrying about everything, stop trying to make things perfect. Things that are bound to happen, they are actually bound to happen, and you can't change that. And don't try to be calm during situations, because you see, when it comes to children, those things that you're always scared of, trying to be too overprotective of them and all that. I'm not saying it's bad though, it's not bad to be overprotective of your child, all right, but just relax. That's the word, relax, because you just find out that when you worry and panic too much, you just make matters worse. You just make the whole thing that was looking this small to be like this. I've experienced it firsthand. So let me first talk about when my son had skin problems. Hey God, when this boy had skin problems, I caused it, guys. I literally caused it. When my baby was born, my mom already came for omugwo. You know what omugwo means in Igbo land? It means like your mother will come and stay with you, take care of you at least maybe first 3 months after you give birth, so that she can teach you how to nurture a baby and all that. So when my mom came for omugwo, I was trying to do modern day mom. Google was my best friend. If you're like me, please comment below. Google was my best friend. I was like feeling like a modern day mom, those things that mothers used to do that helped us to grow. I was feeling like those are archaic things that we should be current, you know. My mom told me then, don't use all these don't use all these expensive soap, those soap that has much flavors and all that on your child, because it might make the baby to start having allergies. I should use natural stuffs. Do you understand? But my coconut head, I did not listen, no. And that was because my sister, as at that time, she was around too with her. I think the baby was about 4 months old, and I loved how beautiful her baby skin was looking. I wanted my baby skin to look that good, so I inquired from her the soap she used on her baby. She told me it was Sebamed. So I don't have anything against this brand though. A lot of kids actually use this brand. This is a disclaimer, please. I don't have anything against this brand. A lot of kids use this soap, and it works for their babies, but it didn't work for my baby. So apparently I was like, okay, since your baby's skin is clear, is so clear and beautiful, glowing and all that, I would love to try it on my baby. My baby, don't forget, my baby was just 2 months, no, sorry, 2 weeks old. Yeah, my baby was just 2 weeks old. You know how a newborn baby is now, the skin is still trying to I went to go and buy Sebamed. And you know, when you want to get original stuff, go to ShopRite, because most of the time they supply directly. So I went to ShopRite, I bought Sebamed soap for my baby. I started using it on my baby. I can't really recall, but I think my mom wasn't even beating my baby with soap at that time, or maybe she was using, I can't recall. You know, our mothers now, they will use Udaki for their cream, or coconut oil, or even Vaseline. So me, I thought that I should actually buy my baby everything Sebamed, soap, cream, and all whatnot. I now bought my baby Sebamed though. I used it on him. You need to see my baby's skin. I'm going to put up the picture here so you see. My baby's skin turned from 0 to 100. Hey, patches, like scales, patches. The reaction was something else. I was so traumatized. Like, I was like, did I just do this to my child? This reaction, I've never seen a baby have this kind of reaction and all that. I wanted to run mad. I did not even know as at that time that it was Sebamed, because my sister's baby was still using it and nothing was wrong with her baby's skin. So I just assumed maybe something else was wrong and all that. My mom told me, let's stop using this soap. We should stop using this soap. I said no, that my baby's skin will glow like my sister's own. I continued until I noticed that anytime I'm beating this boy, that soap, he will be screaming, he'll be crying so bad. I said, okay, let me just stop this soap first of all and beat him with normal water. I beated him with normal water. This boy did not cry. That was when I realized that it was actually that soap that was the issue. I now called one of my friends, Uju. She has this very cute baby boy that is about the same age or maybe a month older than mine, and the baby's skin too is so clear. I called her. You know how new moms we can be, we always want to make inquiries all the time. I called her. She told me I should try Cetaphil. I now told my husband, oh yeah, let's go and buy Cetaphil. We now went, we looked for Cetaphil baby everywhere. We did not see. We went to ShopRite, we did not see it. And I said, what would this boy now be beating now? I said, okay, let me just carry Cousins. Let me randomly carry Cousins soap, you know, and just be beating him till I see this Cetaphil. I went to the Cousins side. I saw the pink one, I saw the blue one. I'm a pink person, of course. I picked the pink, unknowing to me that this pink has almond oil and one other this thing, and it actually makes babies glow in the most subtle way possible. The very first day I used the soap on my son, he did not cry like he usually cries when I'm using Sebamed on him, like his body's biting him, you know. He didn't cry. So I used it the second day. The way this boy's skin cleared, see the picture here, his skin cleared instantly. I did not even bother to look for the Cetaphil my friend recommended anymore. That is how I continued with my Cousins baby, the pink one for my son. And then I used olive oil. I started listening to my mom. My coconut head stopped. I started listening to her because why not? Man, I just stick to my Cousins and my olive oil. I said this works for my baby, so that's what I'm going to continue with. So another thing again, that I know I made as a mistake, a very big mistake, was breastfeeding directly. I heard that if you don't wash your baby's bottles clean, like if the bottles are not very properly sterilized, washed and all that, your baby is going to have infection. You start taking your baby to the hospital and all whatnot. Exclusive breastfeeding is the best. That's on me. I said I beg go, instead of me to be going through all that, and you know, I don't even have strength to be carrying bottles and all those things to go and be washing. And that time I was at home, full-time housewife. So anytime my baby is hungry, I'll just carry my breast, put it inside his mouth, even while we are asleep and all that. Never for once did I use bottle. Now when the baby was about 3 months plus and we needed to do his child education, I needed to express my breast milk. Already I got this milk booster breast pump from the milk booster. So I expressed my breast milk, poured it into a well sterilized bottle. That one, it was even my mom and my sister that has kids that sterilized it for me. They taught me how to do it. So we poured it in, tried to feed the baby. Guess what? Hey, this boy did not take it though. He still wanted me to breastfeed it from my breast. No, because of that, you know, he's still a baby. There's nothing I can do. You can't force it on him. And he was just crying and screaming all through the whole process of the baptism. I had to step aside. Me, we don't wear corset, finish with my corset now. Hey, I had to like start loosening the rope and everything. Brought out my breast, gave my baby the breast milk. There and then I started regretting the fact that I did not introduce this boy to bottle feeding on time. Now to remove him from that breast milk, it wasn't a child's play. I literally breastfed this boy for like a year and 1 month, or 1 year, one whole year, yes. And it was actually my husband that helped me, even me alone. That's how, just out of empathy, mother love, is it motherly love and all that, you know. My husband was like, Halele, you have to go and sleep in another room. I'll stay with baby today. If he likes, he should cry for hours. Baby cried and cried and cried for hours. I did not move. At some point, I was timing it. This baby has cried for 45 minutes, getting to 1 hour. I wanted to enter the room and noticed my husband has locked the room. I was like, this man means business, so, you know. That's how my baby cried for 1 hour straight, non-stop. My husband gave him the milk through the bottle. He refused to take it, but eventually he took it. I was like, these babies, is what you teach them. That's what they grow with too. That was how I stopped breastfeeding. You see that cousin soap? God will bless cousins for me. To think I bought that cousins that time, I can't recall. Is it 100 naira or 150 naira? 150 naira cousins cleared my son's skin problem. Can you beat that? So sometimes it's not about how expensive or anything, it's how well. Oh, hey, my own first time mom thing. Another one I did again. My mom told me then that you don't use cotton bud inside a baby's ear. I'm like, you want my baby's ear to be dirty? My mom was sleeping that day. I was the one taking care of the baby. I now used cotton bud on, like, in his ear, right? As I used it, I didn't know that. I think I used it in a hard way and then it's bruised him a little. So that was how his ear got sore, and we had to take him to the hospital because this boy was so uncomfortable and everything. When we got to the hospital, the ENT doctor wanted to kill me. She was like, why would you use a cotton bud inside a baby's ear? You don't use cotton bud inside a baby's ear. You let the earwax come out by itself, at least up to this point, you know, up to the external point, before you can just use a damp cotton bud. Did you even damp it? She asked me. I said no. She was like, hi, God. My mom was so angry. She was like, among all my children I've gone for Mugo, you see, you've given me stress. Like, you've stressed me. When I tell you something, you don't listen. You want to do your own. I was so stubborn for nothing. It's good to be stubborn, but try to be stubborn in a good way. When you're stubborn in a bad way, that's a problem. All right? So that cotton bud really messed up my son's messed up my son's ear, and I just had to learn from my mistake and moving on. Every fever my baby had, I always thought it's malaria. And the malaria, every time, I'm always feeling like, this thing is such a very big deal. Oh. I have to see a doctor. So that's how my son had malaria one time. No, it wasn't even malaria. He was just running temperature. Yeah, he was running temperature, and I thought it was malaria, whereas he was teething, and the teeth was actually making him run temperature, and I thought it was malaria. I took him to the hospital. Normally, if you go for tests in the hospital all the time, they will tell you you have malaria. You can't run from it, do you know? But when I got to the hospital, they tested my son, and my son was negative to malaria, right? So the doctor told me that he's teething, that I should give him Picana, that he'll be fine. My mom was like, you exclusive breastfed this boy, he can't have and the way we protect him from mosquitoes and everything, that she's tired of every small thing. I'll take this boy to the hospital, and now I'm tired. I don't know if you understand what that means. Like, they'll be bringing out his blood that they are testing him. You know how they always take kid sample. It's not always as easy as they take adult own. They just put the syringe and just drag it. But kids own, they will put a pipe first, then puncture it, then carry the pipe and be taking the blood. It's not a good sight at all, honestly, not a good sight. So now I've really learned a lot though, because I know now my second baby, I'm not even going to be having all those panic, those anxiety, wanting perfection. I'm just going to be calm. Like, I'm going to be calm about everything. I did too much for my first baby. I heard that myth that they said you don't take your babies out till the baby is 6 months old. Literally, I did not take my baby out till he was 6 months. But I'm seeing my co-wife, she takes her baby that is not just 3 months out. She takes the baby to work and does her stuff, you know. So I feel like I know these mistakes actually teach us to do better, and you know, and stuff like that. But I thank God that I've learned, and I did not learn the hard way. You know, my son is, you know, grown now. He's about, is he 18, 19 or 20 months, I don't know, but his birthday is July. So I've learned, and I don't panic anymore now. Even when he's running temperature and all that, I just keep calm and make sure and use my thermometer to check and be sure that it has reached the particular, is it 38? When it's up to 38, yes, that's when you should, you know, panic and then take the child to the hospital for a test. Not that time, any small thing, you see me, I'll start doing fasting and prayer, kabashing. And if you call everybody you're calling, they'll just be having different advice, different things that they will just be telling you. Google will just make the matters worse. So what I advise you, new mothers or mothers to be in the future, be calm about situations. Don't panic. Calm down. Nothing will happen to your baby. Your baby will be fine. There was one particular pediatrician that I always watch on YouTube. Oh God, I can't recall her name because it's been a while. I usually go to YouTube to go and be watching all those videos and all that. Unlike before. Hey, I know all of their names. So that particular pediatrician was always telling us to be calm about things and all that. But you see my coconut head, that time I was always thinking that they are just saying, you know, doctors now. I didn't know that that advice was it though. That advice was the best advice you can give to someone, because since I started being calm about things, it made me to realize that there are these things are bound to happen, and all these things helps the kids grow. It helps the kids grow better. But when you worry and all that, you tend to make huge mistakes that you might even regret. All right, so yeah, I just wanted to, like, you know, give you guys a little story time and chit chat of the mistakes I made as a first time mom, and I hope you don't make those kind of mistakes too. So if you're a mom and you've made your own mistakes, please drop it in the comments. Let it be interactive. Let me know if you know, you were like me or something, or even worse or better. Please drop your comments, let it be fun. All right, thank you guys, and please, I hope you have subscribed. I trust you. Thanks for subscribing, and then enjoy the rest of the vlog.